Legend of War here, and today we've got a doomed campaign, or at least it looks like a doomed campaign at first. So this guy has chosen to play a Drazaweth the Ashen campaign and set the Greenskin endgame crisis to 200 strength and at like turn 10, and has sat in his settlement waiting for them, and this is the end result. Down to his last settlement, so on the verge of campaign defeat. He's got a good army in here for sure, and he's built up the defenses in here. Might as well cancel that because that's never going to get done. And the thing is here, I've gone and seen what might happen in this particular scenario. I sallied out to see what would happen, and their army is completely surrounded, so they come in from all angles. There's just no way to hold them off, even with a good army like this. These are all endgame crisis armies. This is no hope. I tried to wait for them to launch the attack on the city, because a defensive position like here could do something for us. However, they just don't ever assault. They sit there and they starve you out. And so with the two options available to us, what can we do? Well, there is actually a third option available to us, and just isn't immediately available. And that is to take Drazaweth the Ashen and respec him. Then, when he comes back, we get Lightning Strike, and we bust our way out as best we can. Because this position here, you can't hold this indefinitely. Because you can keep winning battle after battle against these greenskins, but there is too many armies of them, plus they've got wars going on as well. And what will eventually happen is you won't get enough replenishment, because every single turn they're going to keep besieging you. And then you're just going to wear yourself out. What we need to do here is leave. This settlement is no longer a viable defensive position. So we need to get the hell out of there. Get down south, probably get to Ruin's End. From there, sail to Dread Rock. Then sail to Dragonfang Mount. And then go to the High Elf settlements down here. The Greenskins will probably travel across the sea to get to you. But they'll disperse themselves a fair bit. And plus, it just gives you a good wide berth from their main settlements. And if then they still pursue you, travel all the way to the southern Chaos Waste. But you have to get away from them, because there's just, at least at this point here, he hasn't prepared adequately. There is just no way to win in this scenario here. You can stand and fight, but they will just grind you down. We just don't have an invincible army, especially on turn 25, to be able to do something like that. So what we're going to do here first is respec him, and then just get through the next few turns. Now, he doesn't have any good lords in here that we could use to maybe reduce the amount of attrition that we're going to take. Nothing here is going to make any difference, because we'll just rank 1 lords. It would be good if we could get some more Winds of Magic as well, but at least that's going to expire next turn. Anyway, there's just nothing else we can do here. There's another character here. If we got him to do an agent action, it's just not going to do anything. So bring him in. Bring him in, and we'll just need to move on. There's nothing we can do here. We've got to wait for 3 turns, which means we're going to take some attrition. But as far as I can tell, this is our best option. Normally I don't even get Lightning Strike in my campaigns, but in this case here, we absolutely need it. Funny thing is, this campaign would have been doomed if it wasn't for the addition of the respec button. But yeah, I think it's a bit of an issue that the AI here is an endgame crisis army, has 4 full stacks sitting around the settlement, and refuses to launch the attack. One of the things that makes sieges kind of dull in this game is that, yeah, they'll do that. They'll actually present a large force to a settlement, and if they feel like there's a decent-sized garrison, they won't launch the attack. This stuff really matters. And so you don't ever really get those really cool battles, and they end up wounding him anyway. So that's turn 1. We have to get through another turn. Are there any followers we could possibly get that'll reduce attrition? Nah. There's nothing in here. There's also convoys we could send out, but as if they're not going to get immediately swatted. Also, they've got Azag the Slaughterer in Crooked Moon. Greenskins are one of the few factions in Warhammer 3 that will actually confederate the other Greenskin factions, because they end up going to war with them, and whoever ends up losing a battle first with their legendary lord ends up confederated. So they got us completely surrounded here. Now here's the thing, when you win a battle in just like in this sort of situation here, even if these armies here don't participate, they have to get pushed out of our zone of control. Now we'll probably still need to fight another army to get out completely, otherwise use underway stance. But this army here doesn't seem too strong. So I reckon attack that one, this one here, guard in the south, that would be the next step. Right, we still need to fight one more. Yeah, if we could reduce the Winds of Magic cost for Law of Hashut spells, that would be really good. But as you can see here, they just refuse to launch the attack. And even if they did, this is what would happen. They launch the attack, they lose, or win, but let's just say they lose. And then they've got enough armies that they could just attack it again, besiege it again, so you just don't have any opportunity for rest. You have to break out. But like I said, without Lightning Strike here, it's impossible. There is too much to deal with here. Funny thing is, I had a similar campaign like this with my Bellicor Ultimate Crisis early in-game campaign, where all of the factions just zerged at me right at the start, and I kind of felt like I couldn't hold Albion, so I just let them take it, and I just kept expanding in other directions, and eventually I held my ground in the southern Chaos Waste, and actually managed to hold on to it. But that's not the preparation that this guy here made. So yeah, we've got to keep going towards Hashut Bound. That'll really help out Drazoath. Anyway, he's back this turn, so let's get him in there. And he will have been immune from all that attrition. And it's good that he's got some really good equipment in here. So if we have a look at it, we can see we've got the Armor of Fortune. That's good. He's got his Graven Scepter, Talisman of Preservation, Iron Course Icon, Crown of Skulls. That one's really good. Ward Save and the Hunger, giving him access to regen. I'm just wondering, is there anything else in here that might actually be better? No, targeting range for Law of Hashut is not that big of a deal. Physical resistance could be good for you, but it's arcane item, so you can't equip it. Same thing on this guy here. There's no other talisman for you. Yeah, so they've all got the best equipment they can at the moment. Alright, get that. And we need to respec Drazoath. So first thing we absolutely need to get is Lightning Strike. We cannot get out of here without Lightning Strike. We're going to try to get some high replenishment because we need to recover after this. And that might help a little bit. That will not reduce the wound recovery time from using respec. It's always 3 turns. And then with our remaining 8 points, we need to get Flames of Asgore. Luckily, we've just got enough to do that. Need to put 2 points into it. I'd love to get Long Years of Exile, but there's no point getting Long Years of Exile without Flames of Asgore. No point boosting a spell we can't get. So that'd be the next thing we need to work towards. Alright, now we have to attack the actual attacker of the actual besieger. And we need to Lightning Strike. And as you can see here, the odds are better. Much better. So the auto-resolve result of launching it from that first turn that we had was a decisive defeat against 4 armies. And of course they surrounded us, so there was no hope. I had a look at the battles, it's absolutely hopeless. Alright, let's jump in here and see what we can do. So auto-resolving that would have destroyed a few of our units. We have to fight other battles after this. And I think that auto-resolve is weakening us because of our damage state. Now, it'd be great if we could just get Drazoath the Ashen to fight this entire battle, because I reckon he's good enough to be able to do most of this, especially with the equipment set that he's got. However, the AI is not going to just let us do that. So I reckon if we could get back here and hold a defensive position, that would be good. Because they've got a lot of fast units in here, so we can expect flanking. So why give them that opportunity to flank us? We don't have any artillery. We do have a Dreadquake battery, so that's good. Yeah, let's just get them set up over here in a real shit formation, because we need to be moving over to this spot here. But Drazoath, move in straight away. Okay, now these guys go. Okay, you move at the back because they'll target you with their missile units, although I'll try to get rid of them. It's not exactly a great formation just yet, but I'll tweak it as we go. Okay. So the enemy artillery, that needs to be a pretty top priority. We'll use Flaming Breath on that. Actually, that looks like a pretty good spot for a Flame of Asgore. It's not worth overcasting it right now. Hopefully it destroys a piece of artillery. Yep. Did, that's good. Right, you need to get down there and keep fighting. Right, so far 89 kills, pretty good. Okay, this is let's try to figure this out here. Got some high ground here we could utilize. Get these guys on that position with you behind it. You need to go and hold them back. But yeah, really important that we get rid of the Doom Diver catapult there. We've also got Dreadquake batteries. Actually, we're going to pop that down on Drazoath because I need to get rid of this stuff right now. We've got Nasty Skulkers that are probably going to slow us down. Just bomb them. Because otherwise they dodge, but if you got them pinned down, they don't dodge. And it's not going to hurt Drazoath that much. Alright, let's get him out of there. Okay, they're still coming around this way here as well. Okay, there's a dip in the terrain here. Move back. We can actually shoot over their head. Sometimes a dip in the terrain isn't actually all that bad of an idea. Yeah, we just have to take minimal casualties. Okay, I gotta take out Azag. He's pissing me off. Good, as long as they're not obstructed there, that's great. He is not going to hold out there for very long. Pop that down there on them. Hopefully I casted that okay. I think I was maybe a little bit late. Just a little bit, still hit him. Okay, we got to get Gordaz out of there. He held down for, you know, a couple of seconds. Alright, you guys able to shoot? Maybe move these guys out of the way a little bit. You also got to keep in mind that when we go on force march, it makes our units all really quite tired. Okay, have the archers here focus on them, and have the blunderbusses shoot over here. Yeah, Gordos, you get back. You held out as best you could. These ones here, they're somewhat obstructed. Maybe try to shoot a bit further away. Okay, seems like Azag is actually beating Drazoath there. That's not great. We've been in combat for a while and that's not really working out, so let's pull him back. Thought Drazoath might be able to beat him, but nope. Alright, that one there's getting shot. We need to move back. Okay, time for one of these. Let's pop that down there. I'm probably going to hit our own unit a little bit. We're going to do it a fair bit, actually. One back. Nah, that was just a complete miss. Definitely winning, but we're taking a lot of damage, which isn't good. I want to try to keep the integrity of my army as best as we can. Okay, turn these guys around, shoot into here. And I just need one more Winds of Magic to pop in there. Okay, these guys here, come over here. Okay, this guy's actually got a potion he can use, that'll help a bit. It's good these guys here didn't get much of a chance to shoot at all. That's what I was counting on. Yeah, our front line's getting pretty badly smashed. Move them back. Move these guys up here. I need to take out these Savage Orc Arrow boys. You move back. Oh, you're basically annihilated. Get over here. Stop targeting my bloody heroes. Alright, let's bring these guys in to try to deliver the final blow. I'll just try to tank those shots there. Need more magic. Don't have enough. Okay, move this one back. And you get in there and help out. You guys need to shoot them. This guy, keep him out of it. Gordaz isn't going to be of much use now. Just need a little bit more magic. One thing you got to keep in mind with these endgame crises is that all of their technologies have been researched, whereas not all of ours have been researched. Could use this to do a little bit of damage to Azag. I just don't think that Azag on his own is much of a threat. Okay, I gotta go back over there, get rid of that Doom Diver. Alright, guys shooting. No, they can't really get a good angle in from there. But we've smashed the majority of their army, so that's not so bad. Right, at least they're targeting at Drazoath. Come on, give me that army losses. Right, get back over here. I want to use that breath attack. Right, over. Actually, use it over here. I don't want to hit my own men. Our guys are fighting reasonably well, though, even if our guys here aren't shooting. These ones here are doing well. Okay, there's the army losses. Okay, that worked. Now, we want for Drazoath to keep fighting and get his regen as best as he can, but we really don't need to wipe out this entire army. Alright, I don't think any of our units got completely wiped out. Actually, yeah, let them... Are they going to finish that off? No, they're not going to finish him off. Get back. So, let him get a little bit of regen. Alright, our army, it took some damage. We'll get a little bit of recovery with post-battle loot options, but it's not going to be that much. At least this lifts the siege. And we'll give Drazoath a couple of levels up for this. Oh, probably just one level up, actually. And that wasn't the best defensive position. I don't know, maybe I could have used it a little bit better. Just didn't absolutely slaughter them in this fight here, which kind of need to do. You could be a bit finicky using the blunderbusses, but I just don't think the positioning on my guys was perfect. Alright, that'll have to do it. Alright, still end up getting a Pyrrhic victory, but that unit there might be wiped out. That's okay, these ones can definitely be replaced, eventually. I just gotta get out of here. Gordaz can fully heal by getting on and off his mount when not attached to the army, so we could heal him. This guy is not going to be able to heal, except by fighting another battle and using the potion. But yeah, we also need Arcane Conduit so we can generate the magic faster, because I had heaps of Winds of Magic, but that didn't give us a chance to use it, because they rushed at us straight away. That unit they did get wiped out. Okay, unfortunately the replenishment is not much at all. I don't see any point in getting any of the other options. Now all of these guys here should sort of move out of the way. A little bit. But we're probably still not going to be able to get away from this position just yet. So another battle is going to be required. Luckily this army here seems pretty weak. Takes them all out of encamp stance as well. Good amount of replenishment, but they're not going to let us get that over the end turn. No way. That extra spell resistance will be good for if we ever get attacked like that again. Alright, so we got 2 levels up. Okay, we need to be making our way towards Long Years in Exile. We could probably get to Arcane Conduit first, but I think it would be way better if we could cheapen this up, because I don't need that much to get there. Alright, let's see. What do we got in here? Barrier hit points. Yes, please. That's pretty bloody good. Alright. So this army here. Yeah, that seems pretty easy to deal with. Go for that. Also, another thing is that all of these guys here on Wars, they're going to be fairly slow. And also, we've got an increased mobility hero. Speaking of which, Gordas can only do this once this turn. But that heals him. That shouldn't have slowed us down at all, because heroes usually have more movement than the army. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be useful. Let's grab that. Okay, and this guy here. Can't do this to him because he doesn't have a mount. Okay, and then we go for this one. Now, they'll capture the Black Fortress before we manage to capture another city, so we're going to take attrition over the end turn again. Can't be helped. Okay, auto-resolve there. Not acceptable. But this army here is not that big of a deal, so let's deal with it. Also, when you kill the Lord of an army, it gets rid of the War. Now, I would love it if we could just have Drazowath do this on his own, but we don't have an entire army that stalks, and yeah, just not going to be able to do that. But at least they don't have Spirit Leech here. They don't have any spellcasters, so this should be a lot easier. I think we'll keep some of our damaged units in the rear so that they don't get wiped out, because it's just going to be hard pressed to replace them right now. There could be some more Regiments of Renown available, actually. Maybe I could have gotten that before starting this battle. It's okay, this one here is not that big of a threat. Alright, where are we going? Let's get over to that corner there. I just need Drazowath as much time as possible to sort it out. I'll clean all that up later. You'll need to use your potion straight away. It's good they're standing good distance back. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, how are we going to do this? Alright, let's put these guys here as the front line for missile units. Put this one here at the rear. Same with this one. Put that at the rear. You at the rear. Gordas at the front. You at the front. These 3 slightly in front. Hang on, I'll have to readjust that in a minute. We got time, we got time. Alright. Just seeing here. It might be best to just do nothing for the time being, because we're generating winds of magic and they are not coming at us. That's giving us time to fix up this formation, because I don't think this is a great one. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put these 2 in a control group. I'm gonna keep them out of it. I know these should be ahead of the Hobgoblin archers, because they can shoot over their heads, whereas the blunderbusses, they can't. Okay. Alright, so we've generated a fair amount of winds of magic. We can work with that. Oh no, they do have a spellcaster, my bad. But we've got some barrier now, so that'll help a bit. And that spell resistance also helps. But I think trying to focus on killing him is not the right call. Also, we can't bloody spot the nasty skulkers. Where are they? Seems like even when we fly... Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Wait for a good opportunity. And we'll give them some Flames of Asgore. That looks like a good opportunity. I'll take that. Good. Now let's try not to allow them to get through our barrier. If we can get them to shoot their own units, that'd be awesome. Okay, we got 184 kills on that. I was a little bit worried at first that wasn't going to do anything. Okay, now if I use the breath attack, we're going to be sitting ducks. But at the same time, it's flaming attack and trolls are weak against that, so I'm going to take it. And these guys aren't doing much damage to us. Cool, killing 2 trolls, not so bad. Now let's pop that down there. And hopefully we get them. Especially if I could use this to slow them down. No. It's fine if we don't do shitloads of damage with it. But they didn't really try to dodge it that much. Okay, that's good. Let's get him again with this one here. This is so far going a lot better than the previous battle. Keep slowing me down. Yeah, that barrier was really bloody helpful. Good. Yeah, I don't think that troll's going to do anything. Alright, we're taking too much damage. I need for my barrier to regenerate. Eventually you can make Drazoath the Ashen a one-man Doomstack. But he's not quite there yet. Alright, it's really good they're coming at us in waves like this. Alright. Stand back a little bit. I was hoping they would turn around, but they didn't. Alright, I need to regenerate my barrier. Doesn't matter, they didn't end up doing anything. Okay, good start to this fight. Good, barriers regenerating. So I'm aiming for this one, but I'm really trying to aim for that because I reckon they'll miss, and yeah, they'll hit the one that I'm actually aiming for. They tend not to dodge these Flames of Asgore very well, or even attempt to do it. So that did quite well there. Yeah, that was not a good cast of that ability. See if they dodge it. Which they might, but they'll step back in order to do that. Did some damage. That's good. Okay, so far so good. Should we get rid of those? If all goes well, we might even kind of recover some of our casualties on this battle if we just can take minimal numbers. This one is taking a little bit of damage, nothing too severe. Good, they've turned around to go after Gordos. Flames of Asgore chucking in 700 damage. We're not going to get 2 levels up on this one though. Yeah, should have tried to generate a little bit more magic. This one here is taking too much damage. I need to pull it back. There's not much time. You're going to have to go in there and try to bail them out. You get out of there, you're getting wiped out. Although it's just a regiment of renown, so that can be replaced in 10 turns. Okay, cool, we won the battle. Cool. Now, unfortunately, this guy here is rank 19, which means he's probably going to become immortal. But that's really the least of your concern right now, because they're going to have a lot of immortal characters. And we want Drazoath to try to run them down as much as possible so that he can get some regen, which means more barrier as well. Because we are not out of the frying pan yet. It's okay, that was just a summon. Good, got him back up to 5,000 health. Come on. You need to do better with this. It's much better when you go up against slower units. Oh, crap, maybe I should have landed him. I'm missing out on regen here. Yeah, I gotta slow him down. We're moving too bloody quick. Missing out on regen. There we go. Every hit point matters. If we have a look here, we can see our barrier ticking up. And he's in better shape now than he was at the beginning of the battle. And we only took a handful of casualties, so I should be able to recover more than we lost in this battle, hopefully. Close victory, really? Whatever. But yeah, now we're free to get away from these greenskins. Actually, I might have to fight this army one more time. Hopefully then this guy didn't get to rank 20, because yeah, it'll be applied automatically. Because yeah, he did barely any damage, so he shouldn't get much experience. But fighting them again should be good. We got rid of all of their fast units. Hardly any nasty skulkers left. It's mainly just the archers and him. That'll be easy to take out. He's actually high enough level that he could be on his Arachnarok mount. That could have been a problem. But that also could have made him easy to kill. Okay, there's no way he got a level up. 6% replenishment on that one. That's good. So we definitely recovered on that battle. Okay, these two should move out of my way a little bit. That's it. So yeah, we're not strong enough to be able to clear out all of these armies using Lightning Strike. I think the best course of action is to just bail on this, because a lot of these armies are just as strong as Azag's initial army. Like, if I could replenish back to full, that'd be one thing. Alright. We got some good units in here. The Immortals. Yeah. Should have got that for that battle. Okay, and we've got some levels up to do. Putting a point into Unbridled Cruelty can be useful for the campaign movement range. Let's see here. We got 3 levels up from that battle. How? How'd we get 3 levels up on that one? Anyway, that'll give us Long Years of Exile. Which of these is going to be the most useful? Because I've only got one of these, so it's not that useful. All of these skills are pretty good, but that's the one we need. Getting missile resistance will be quite useful, because he does tend to get shot a bit. Let's go with that. I know we need Arcane Conduit as well, but he also needs to not die. You need hit points and melee defense. Restock is good, but we don't really need it right now. And yeah, you need to survive a bit better. Do we have any other potions of healing, or is that it? Just the one? Yeah, we just got the one there. Okay, that's fine. Alright, finish off this guy here, who we will be able to kill him. Is that any good? No. Now, should we lightning strike this? No. Honestly, the more of these idiots here that we kill, that just means more loot for us, but more recovery for us as well. This is worthless to them. I'll just bomb them. Alright, let's jump in, see what we can do. So yeah, don't lightning strike this one. It's different from the previous battle because they had reinforcements that we had to prevent, but these guys are isolated now. And then we just gotta hightail it out of here, head down south. It would take a very long time to recover from this campaign situation, but you just can't stay in that location. He could have done it if he had done a better job in the early stage of the campaign, but he didn't, so we got to go. If you try to hold on to your last settlement when it's hopeless, you'll just end up dying. Sometimes you got to make these tough calls. Sometimes you just can't save the situation completely, but you can save the campaign, which is more important. Okay, just have that one up front. These guys here go in the rear. Because, yeah, they don't have that much coming at us, and I just don't want these guys taking excessive damage. Put these in the rear, send Drazoath up. They come in automatically. Actually, let's bomb them first, because they're all blobbed up. With one of these, maybe? Thing is, they may dodge it. Because we want to get as many kills as possible with them. Yeah, they're trying to dodge. But it wasn't much of a dodge, and these ones here, let's hit them. Good. Yeah, like I said, we want to inflict as many kills as possible. The more kills we get, the more captives we'll get. The more replenishment we'll get. Because, yeah, once they capture our final settlement, we're not going to get any replenishment. But also, they might just besiege the settlement over the end turn. Although Grimgor's Ardboys goes first in the order of turns, and he's got stronger forces in the area, so he might just launch the attack. I just don't think our army is strong enough to take on one of his armies. Alright, I'm going to send Gordars up a little bit, because at least he's got the summons. Yeah, you need to be using this. Too bad we don't have any artillery. They did that to me. Okay, those guys will bail me out. And yeah, just want them to come at us in waves as much as possible. Let's bomb that position there, because I think they're going to walk through it. And they're also kind of tight. Oh no, no, they're trying to dodge it. Nope, that was a complete miss. Oh well, it happens. F's in the chat. It happens. Because yeah, it's on very hard battle difficulty. If it wasn't, they wouldn't dodge it so much. Okay, that's good. This one he'll be able to tank heaps of damage. Get him out of that. Let's hit harass their archers. Good. Alright, most of the archers have been dealt with now. They're the only ones I'm really concerned about. Predict for their speed and try to hit them right in the center. There we go. Good stuff. Really strong spell there. And it's also way cheaper. No casualties on this one yet. Really good tank, the Immortals. This what position here would have been way better for that first battle. This is a nice hill. Then I think the next thing we need to focus on is getting to lightning strike. But you can see here that that missile resistance is really coming in handy because they're shooting at us and they just can't even get through our barrier. Try to start getting some regen going. Good, although we're inflicting a little bit of friendly fire. Yeah, blunderbusses are not great with their accuracy. With that, try to move this one out of the way. I'd like to get through this without taking a single casualty if possible. So far, we haven't taken any. Just a little bit more damaged we need to inflict, and that should get him. Best time to use their spells when they're shooting, because they don't try to dodge it then. Ugh. I hurt a fair bit, should have popped that down. Might have gotten some ward save. Alright, so all that's left is their actual general. He must be worth the majority of the balance power. Alright, let's move these three up. Single shot on him should kill him. Or at least rout him from the battlefield. Oh, he picked up some lucky healing there. Nice. Ended up not doing that much damage. This will probably get a couple of kills. Yeah. Oh well. God. There's the ambulances. Cool. See if we can get him. Nope, all I ended up doing was shooting my own men. Nah, just let him go. I don't think anyone died from that, but it did knock him on the ground. Alright, we took 8 casualties. I think it was because of that vindictive glare. But at least that character there is dead. He's lost 2 battles now. And we'll get some recovery from this battle, because we did kill a hell of a lot of them. Get a little bit of replenishment. Got to get down south, because we're going to take a little bit of attrition. We got to get over to... I forget the settlement's name, but the one that Nurgle owns. And then sail to the Dragon Isles as quickly as possible. Set up shop over there. Because, yeah, it looks like as though the Greenskins are going to beeline straight for us, because in the early stage of the game, if you set up an early endgame crisis, they haven't had enough time to declare war on other factions. And if they do, they usually eliminate them straight away. But if you have like a turn 100 endgame crisis, like what we're seeing in the High Elf campaign, they're already at war with loads of other factions, and so those wars continue on. Alright, not as much replenishment as I thought we'd get, but I'll take it. Yeah, they will definitely capture that over the end turn. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop that. I really didn't get as far away from them as I thought I would. I wonder if that's just because of Gordas. Because like I can force march a little bit, but then we might just get caught by their armies. That's not good. Could go into ambush stance over here. I'll probably get detected though. I really thought I'd get some more distance on them. I think it's Gordas. Look, it's the same movement. No. How do we use up so much movement getting here? Hellshire Amulet. How am I going to get out of here? I could use the movement bug. I'd have to get rid of our heroes, take them out of the army. That'd reset our movement. It'd probably allow us to get fairly close to Ruin's End. Because yeah, if I got caught by these guys over the end turn, that's game over. So we're just going to have to move there in regular stance. And if they attack us, we'll just have to back off. It doesn't look like they can actually move that far. It seems like this area just, like, eats movement. Yeah. Okay, we should put a Lord in here, just to add a bit of extra strength. Of course, he is not going to survive, but maybe they'll just starve us out instead of launching the attack. Maybe. We could also chuck in a Regiment of Renown in there, but I don't think that's going to help. What I'm going to do instead is put a Regiment of Renown here. I'm not going to have enough time to replenish, so I'm going to fuse these two. Merge these two, I mean. And grab this. No point going into recruitment, it's just not going to get done. And then we just get a fingers crossed that they can't reach us over this end turn. Because if we can't lightning strike, we're in big trouble. We have to make sure we're the attacker. I really thought I'd get a lot further away from them. But yeah, you can see here that it does really use up a lot of their movements. Also, probably because they've got Wars. It's also possible that me taking Gordars in and out of the army slowed things down. It's also possible because we just tagged Drazowath into the army this turn that it slowed us down. Hard to say. Let's move on. But yeah, if we force march, they'll definitely catch us. Because it only gives us a little bit of extra movement, whereas if they attack us, we should be able to withdraw a little bit. No thanks. Alright, let's see what these greenskins get up to. It'd be really good if this army here is the one that besieges Black Fortress. No, they're going for us. And let's just hope we get a good amount of distance away from them here. That seemed like a decent amount of distance. Hopefully they can't catch us. We're going to be taking attrition because we're in Nurgle territory. Hopefully they starve us out. Are they going to launch the attack? Probably. They've got more than enough to beat us. What are they doing? Good. Hopefully they keep that siege going on a couple of turns, but also by doing this, they're not chasing after us as much, giving us more time to get away. But unfortunately, because Nurgle owned this territory, we're just going to take some attrition. Plus, I'm not in friendly territory anyway. Wait, we would be immune to Nurgle attrition, wouldn't we? Because we're a Chaos faction. I have no idea. We'll see what it says in the end turn. But at least we survived this turn. We're not going back there. Yeah, speed that up now. Alright, how bad's the attrition? Oh, it's because it's a swampy territory, that's why. Alright, well, Kugath Plaguefather will not be able to reach Ruin's End in a single turn, so we should be okay to stay here for the turn. The settlement has pretty pathetic defenses. We could go to Pig Barter, but that would require us to fight Kugath, which his army is shit, but our army is worn out. Anyway, like I said, we need to get to Dread Rock. If Kugath is here, he's not there. He probably doesn't have anything here. I don't intend to hold this for long. It's just a case of having a settlement so that we can replenish. So yeah, go for this. Hang on, let me just see if I can do some shenanigans. Could you join war against Crooked Moon? Nah, they're not going to do it. Screw you, Kugath. Screw you. Alright, let's get out of here. There's no way they're going to get down here this turn. So this will give us a turn of replenishment. Alright, auto-resolve actually seems okay, so I'll take that. Probably could have done better myself, but only 69 casualties is not that bad. Okay, then we will occupy this as a factory, because that'll turn it into a minor settlement battle. Giving it some defensibility. Just in case we did get attacked over the end turn. Decent amount of replenishment. And, importantly, another level up. So we need quite a few more to get to Arcane Conduit. We just got to start with whatever we can. Alright, we're generating Winds of Magic. Our max is 105, so let's get Magical Reserves. Don't bother using Hellhammer with him. Okay. Yeah, extra range. Actually, let's get restocked. That's good. Need him to be a good tank. Okay, okay. Next stop, Dread Rock. I don't think Kugath will be able to get there in time. He'll be too busy trying to get Ruin's End. And if he catches us soon, our army will be stronger than him. Because that's not a great army. I just need some time to recover. Alright, these guys here. Yeah, they're dead. Hopefully they'll continue to siege it for another turn. But we got to get the fuck out of here. Which is working. It's working. Get out of there. And for some reason he sails up north. Maybe because he's scared of us. Or maybe because he wants to go after our major settlement. He thinks he can get there before the greenskins do. Stupid. But that just gives us more time with Ruin's End. Because it doesn't seem like there's anyone in this general area. They're finally taking the settlement here. We could fight them and we could do some damage, but I'm already at like 50 minutes into the video, and I just don't have time for a battle like this, so I'm just going to auto that. So they own it now. Fucks up your economy a bit, but you'll be fine with just one army. Another thing I suppose is the armaments. We do have some upgrades going on with these guys. It might be best to turn them off, because we will eventually run out of armaments, and there's no more tough battles to do. Now it's all just strategy. Just get the hell out of there. Because, yeah, at this rate here, we're going to run out fairly soon. We've got plenty of money to work with. Good amount of replenishment. And we should be able to reach Dread Rock this turn. So, yeah, with the Hellforge, we're not going to need them. So if we have a look at the manufactory, let's, how do I turn that? Yeah, that's how we turn them off. Just click on that. Turn them off. And that way, hang on, did that work? Right, I forgot to apply. Yeah, there we go. It's been a while since I played Chaos Dwarfs. Okay, and also this guy here recovered. We could use him to scout ahead.
Move him!
So off to Dread Rock we go. Try to land down here if we can. Good, we got it. Auto resolve seems fine. I'll take it. Saves time. Not expecting a counterattack. I don't expect to hold on to this for very long, so just occupy it as a tower, but don't level it up. Now let's see if... No, Pugath doesn't want peace. There's an army down there that we may have to contend with.
You are a degenerate.
Doesn't seem like it's that tough. So you go and scout ahead. And we'll pretty much replenish to full, but we've got to just keep going south. Now, this settlement here, if I was to peace with him and just give him back Ruin's End... Oh, I can't. It's my capital now. Never mind. Okay. We'll probably use up most of our next turn's movement because of that maneuver, but that's okay. Got another level up. That's good. Another thing that we could do is recruit another lord. Have it... Oh, hang on. This. Yeah, put some extra defenses in there. Does that cost much? No, it's not so bad. And like I said, we want to get them down here, but I'm running short on time. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with the results of what we've done here so far. It's still a fucked campaign, but there's hope now. There's hope. It's not the end of the world. You know, and with enough Conclave influence, you can get another tier 3 settlement. That's not a big deal. But yeah, you've got to migrate out of there. That shit's not gonna fly. Come back when you're stronger. Maybe let some of the other factions wear them down a little bit. I've never seen an endgame crisis faction conquer the entire world. Never seen it happen. They always burn themselves out eventually. Maybe the Crooked Moon and Grimgor's Ard boys will start fighting each other, and they'll smash up a bunch of armies and confederate. Maybe. Because yeah, Azag's gone already. Well, Azag's faction. Shit, any money that we can get for not fighting someone that just... Oh, look, they're at war with greenskins as well. Great. Yeah, Kugath is coming back down over here. But yeah, the respec Lord saved this campaign. If this had been sent... If I had attempted this prior to patch 4.1, I wouldn't be able to do it. Goldtooth got destroyed. So what's going on with those greenskins? Yeah, they've got a few enemies, so they'll spread themselves out. What about Crooked Moon? A few enemies. So they might send an army after you every now and again, but probably not quite as much. Don't worry about Kugath retaking Ruin's End. That was just... Yeah, see, we've used up a lot of our movement this turn. You scout over this way. We have to constantly keep fighting or else our income is going to absolutely drop to shit. So, yeah, we've got the raw materials to upgrade that, but I wouldn't bother. This area will eventually get conquered again. So, put a bit of defenses in there, but I wouldn't stay there. We could take Shattered Stone Isle. Or we could sail down this way. Because we'll get a tiny bit of replenishment if we go here. But this will be quicker towards getting down south. I'll be able to arrive at Dragonfang Mount next turn. So we'll do that. Don't worry about these right now. Move it. Okay. If this one comes out and attack us, we will easily beat it. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, and let's just move on to the next turn. Can set up a convoy, but it would always start off at Zarnagrand and would get immediately killed by the greenskins, so don't even bother. So Kugath's coming in there. Let him take it, whatever. Thing is, Kugath's army is kind of crap. That your defenses at what's that something called the Dragon Isles there, Dread Rock, might be able to repel him. Also, in a few turns, the research for the Hashut magic will finish, so that it's even cheaper to cast those spells. Just realized as well, what I should have done before leaving was sell off the labor. Because I knew we weren't going to keep it. Yeah, that army runs away. Yeah, the AI doesn't really have any balls. They're like, oh no, player, I gotta get out of here.
I will boil you into a thickening agent for my broths.
So, it's getting there.
Utfashard, Marzu Samitash. Very well.
Okay, we can actually catch this guy this turn if we really want to. If we want to get a peace treaty with Kugath, so we get to actually keep the Dread Rock, because it might take the greenskins a while before they do anything about it. That could be quite useful, because otherwise that guy might threaten Dread Rock. Let's take him out, because we're not under any pressure from the greenskins right now. We can see that they're not on the way just yet. And not having Kugath also on our ass would be quite helpful. And then we could take Shattered Stone Isle. Maybe. This is probably an easy order resolve. Yeah. It is on very hard battle difficulty. God damn it, we didn't take any damage there. Oh yeah, because their army is garbage, that's why. Alright, now we don't really need replenishment so much. What we need is money. Because otherwise we're just not going to be able to keep up with this. Yeah. Yeah, don't want to finish off Kugath, but... Should I take Shattered Stone out? Okay, got an idea with that, actually. We won't need Drazowath to do that if I recruit a bunch of lords, because there's no... there's no supply lines for them. Grab a metal wizard here. And we'll just send a bunch of lords to sort that out with this guy. That way Drazowath can keep moving down south without wasting a turn doing that. Because you'd be surprised how bloody strong these guys are as well. Okay. How are we going here for experience? Yeah, a little bit there for us. Cool, and let's move on. That's a good settlement for us as well. Kugath is coming back. I kind of wasn't expecting Kugath to be that brave. Because I don't think he's very strong. Anyway, losing Dreadrock's not the end of the world. It's just got to get down to Toralassor. That'll get you safe. But I'm not going to be able to do it in this video. Just otherwise it's going to be too long. But we can see here, we've migrated away from the main threat, and so the campaign can at least continue. And the longer you just keep fighting and leveling up your characters, the stronger you'll become. And eventually you'll be able to take out the Greenskins. Because every now and again they'll just lose an army to another faction. And they won't be able to replace their free upkeep armies. They'll still be a threat, but as long as they get weaker and you get stronger, you'll eventually be able to overtake them. And that's the main point here. Yeah, take that. So Kugath coming in here with... That's not really that useful. He's got so many Nurglings. I mean, his Nurglings are pretty good. Got 12 units in there. It's not full strength. We could take him out now by doing this. Apparently I can't make it. It's lying.
The wrong.
Because yeah, this guy could launch the attack. I shouldn't have moved over here if I was going to do this. I just didn't expect him to do that. If I leave this guy in here, what regiments of renown are available? Yeah, you leave these two in here. I'd be very surprised if Kugath would be able to defeat that. Pretty damn surprised. One more turn until that's built as well. Get us some extra garrison. Not that they would help a hell of a lot. Kugath himself is pretty dangerous though. And this metal wizard, definitely want double points on the Searing Doom there. Get that Winter Magic. How close are we to getting... We could maybe even get a peace treaty with him if I sell him back one of these regions. No, hang on, look. He's willing to do it for peace. For money. But let's take this first. And let's see if he's still willing. Border resolve will be fine. I think we need to sack it because we need cash. It's going to go down to level 1 anyway. And keep it as another factory. Alright. He is willing for peace for 11,000 gold. Or... Yeah, it actually generates gems for us, so a trade agreement would be really handy. So just out of curiosity, I could sell it back to him and make a fair bit of money. But I don't consider Kugath to be that much of a threat, really. So, bring it on, Kugath. Let's see what you got. Because if you besiege for too long, I'll send Drazowath back over there, and you won't survive that fight. You come back over here as well. I'll put on some bit of recruitment there. It's not going to do them. Actually, those ones are particularly bad. And also, grab another lord. Just an overseer. Yep, this guy will do. Yep. Let's have him stand outside the settlement. Oh, but that will allow Kugath to attack this guy.
Is my only master.
Yeah, that's actually silly. Don't do that. That's silly. Okay, and then Drazowath. Good. Arcane Conduit. That makes his army stronger. Still no sign of the Greenskins. That's great. Yeah, I'm not really willing to... Okay, that got a lot cheaper for some reason. Probably because I got stronger. 9 grand. Sharing this province here with Kugath, is that going to cause problems? It will, actually. Public order problems. And it's going to keep going up. But we can hold on to this province long enough to get down to Tora-Lassor. And that's all that really matters, I think. 9 grand. Because, yeah, Rebellion here would have a hard time capturing the settlement as well. It's a good defensive area. Don't worry about repairing any of this stuff. Because they don't have the option to not accept taxes. If we had some labor, we could set an example to get control. That'll take 8 turns at the current rate. But then there's also, because we just captured the settlement, that'll slow things down a bit. When that goes down. And then there's also this. So I think it'll take a little bit longer than that. But yeah, even if Kugath only owns one settlement, his just overall presence of corruption is always going to be a problem. And this is not the final location. So I would say a peace treaty with him makes a lot of sense. So that we can just get moving next turn. And then if this area starts to smell too much like shit, we'll just sell it back to Kugath. Keep this guy here to deal with the eventual revolt. Because that's not costing us that much. And then let's get going. Maybe I will make it down to Tora-Lassor this turn. Also, these damaged buildings are losing us public order. But if this guy here has a whole bunch of, like, shit units, these ones, that'll maintain public order fairly well. Two of these guys will provide 1 public order. Repairing this... that's not so bad. No, just let that repair on its own over time. That's not so bad. Repair that. And... yeah, the thing is, we're not really getting a whole lot of those resources in. Is there anyone that we can trade with? Because we've got gems now. Okay, Warhost of Tsar. No, they can get a non-aggression pact, but he doesn't want to trade. Static Legion might trade. Yeah, that's not really worth it. No, nobody else is going to trade. Okay. And then let's get down to Tora-Lassor. So we've only got enough money to last a few turns. That's a problem. Maybe I should actually get rid of those regiments of renown. Because they're going to be quite expensive. And we're getting very close to broke. Still no sign of the greenskins anywhere there. That's good. Oh shit, the thing was covering it. Okay, in hindsight, probably shouldn't have shouldn't have bothered with this. They're going to take that. Shouldn't have bothered getting a peace treaty with Kugath in hindsight, because they're just going to capture that. Well, at least okay. Yeah, they're on the way. This is why we got to go. I mean, Drazowath could probably come over here and beat it. If you forced march, I wouldn't be able to get back there. I mean, they're not going to arrive next turn. You could swap them aside. Because this army is probably strong enough to take out one of these armies, especially because we got Lightning Strike. But like I said, the best location for us is down here. This is nice, safe territory, and it's away from Kugath's shit isle. So let's just go. Let's just get out of here. Move as quickly as possible down to Tor-Lasor before we lose everything. Start with the main capital down here. Oh, we're going to take attrition on the way, are we? That can't be helpful. Maybe we should stop by the minor settlement over here first. Alright, let's go. It's only going to be a little bit of attrition, and we can pick that stuff along the way. Because, yeah, we have reduced attrition because of Logistician. That helps. I reckon it'll take them about 2 turns to get here. Yeah, I should have just let Kugath have it, in hindsight. Would have had more money left over. But then Kugath would have pursued us as well, and that wouldn't have been good. And now, I think we can get some of our money back by selling him that other region. But, oh wait, we won't be able to do that if they capture Dread Rock. Because then that'll become our capital. No. Very tough situation. You know, a few things I would do a little bit differently in hindsight, but don't get the opportunity to rewind time. So they'll probably attack Dread Rock next turn. They might besiege it for a turn. But if we want to sell off that other region, this is the only chance that we're going to have. Can't sell Dread Rock because it's not our capital in the first place. If we were to sell it, Dragonfang Mount, yeah, we can get a good portion of our money back, but then we would be taking a lot of attrition. It'll only be for like 1 turn. So probably an easy auto resolve. And we got good replenishment rate. Yeah, take the money. No point taking labor, we can't really put it anywhere. What do we get for that? Anything good? That's useless. 8 grand. Okay, well that'll keep things going. And they're paid for the peace treaty, more or less. Okay. Keep going. Still taking attrition. Yeah, as much as it would be good to sell off this region, we don't want to be taking additional attrition because the High Elves might have an army in that region when we arrive. And so we need to be as strong as possible. Sucks, but just how it is. Got a few extra units here from the Skaven, but you're still just not really going to easily repel that. I'm not even going to bother trying. Okay, moving on. Because that's just the first army that's going to show up. And like I said, the further away they are, the less frequent their attacks will be. Because they're just not going to send all of their armies in one cohesive force. Probably could have held a defensive position at Dragon Isles. But Tor-Lasor is way better. We'll have a lot of warning whenever they want to make an attack. Make these other islands here factories. Because that'll make them minor settlement battles. So just make it very difficult for them to recapture. Grimgor didn't capture the settlement. Bought us a little bit of time. But yeah, the High Elves out here shouldn't really stand any sort of chance against us. Drazoath is very good at dealing with them. Alright. The settlement is like it's about here. Yeah, there's nothing here waiting for us. Alright, make sure we land this turn. Try to land. Yeah, can't attack it now. So it's enforced march. Yeah, they've besieged it. Can't peace out with them, can we? No. So if I want to abandon this settlement now, this is our only chance. We will take attrition. if they assault it, but that's okay. So we'll sell off Dragonfang Mount now, in exchange for quite a lot of money. And is there really any point getting an alliance with him? I don't see any point in it. Just take the money. Cool. Because otherwise, yeah, Grimgor's coming forward anyway. Okay. Good. That's the spell that we want. And let's move on. Probably will take some attrition over the end turn, but we'll easily recover it. But this is not completely safe location, but it's about as safe as you're going to get, given the options that we had. Now, another thing that you can do, and this will really make you safe, is if they're still coming at you, and you're like, oh, I can't beat them, then there is a sea lane over here that'll take us very far away, and the AI can't use that sea lane, and we can get away permanently from them. They're not going to be able to cross continents to get to you. And wherever you go, whoever's there, you'll be able to remove them from their territory. That shouldn't be a problem. Your army is strong enough, as long as it's not severely damaged. But yeah, it's probably best hold on to Lightning Strike a little bit longer. They didn't capture it, so we didn't end up taking attrition, so that all worked out just fine. Yep, declare war on these guys. Nobody ever bothers going after Toralessor. Yeah, don't sack and occupy. Just occupy it as a factory, so it's a defensive position. And the migration is kind of complete. Kind of. Still going to take out this army here, but I reckon our army here versus them sitting inside the settlement there, they wouldn't stand a chance against us. If they tried to attack us out in the field, or out in the sea, they wouldn't stand a chance against us. You've got this now. Because it's going to take this army here forever to get to you. So you've got an opportunity to get away. And this point here, if you wanted to, will take you to Cathay. So you can land here, and Grimgor will just never arrive in this location. That's about as safe as you can get. And if you don't like that position, you can always come over here. Either way, as long as you play it smart from here, the campaign is not lost. You just need to rebuild away from the Greenskins until you're strong enough to take on the Greenskins. But I consider this situation kind of solved. You know, it's not a great idea well, not a great situation to have to migrate, but I didn't see any other option with this. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.